What would you guys do if you won the Powerball?
Quit immediately?
What? You can't quit this job. I would never quit this job. Not only would I not quit if I won, I would give you each $1 million. Because I'm that nice.
Quiet for rehearsal?
Hold on. Don't do rehearsal yet. They're drawing a Powerball. 17, 18, 20. Holy I won. I won the Powerball.
Oh my God.
I did. I won. I'm keeping it all. You were okay. You. I'm out. This is so awesome. Oh my God. I'm going to buy a Dave. What? Yeah, no, I hit 3, but I figure that's what, 20, 30 mil easy, so I'm quitting.
That's like $7.
What?
That's $7. You hit 3, it's $7.
$7.
Yeah.
Just kidding, guys. I was just joking. I won $7, and I'm going to give you $1. You get to have $1. Please don't go. Nolan. I love you, producers. You're all really handsome. Lots to get to in the show tonight, but first we obviously got to talk about the Rams, the Los Angeles Rams. That's right, they're going back to LA, and there's a lot of angles to this story here, but I got this tweet last night that I can't get out of my head. It was from a fan of our show, Alex. He wrote, "How does one go about picking a new team to root for if your team just relocated?" That's crazy. Like, I never really thought about it that way. I would, first of all, be really sad, but, like, how do you pick a new team? We debated it in the office here for kind of a while, and so I figured I'd try to help you guys, St. Louis Rams fans, as much as I could. The most logical place to start is on a map. That's what this is. In case you forgot, you probably have one in your phone. To help you out, I wrote, "You are here," and that's St. Louis. So, like, let's look at your options in terms of geography. So a short 1-hour flight from St. Louis will bring you to Kansas City. You could be a Chiefs fan, and congratulations, new Chiefs fan. You're still alive. You are in the playoffs. Unfortunately, probably only for like another day or two. So maybe we don't go to Kansas City. So all right. Also, an hour flight, Chicago. Chicago's cool. It's a nice place to visit. Everybody loves deep dish pizza. You could be a Bears fan, but that stadium is probably full of Cubs fans. You don't like them, so that's maybe not a good. And also, if you were to ask Jay Cutler, like, "Hey, are you excited? I'm going to be a Bears fan," he'd be like, "Don't care." So you don't want that. All right, so Indianapolis, that's a good option, right? Because they're actually going to be good once Andrew Luck gets better. Only problem, though, and actually they want you to be a fan. They sent out a tweet saying, like, "Come join our bandwagon," which is cool. Only problem, no direct flights to Indianapolis, and that's like a 4-hour drive. And you were a St. Louis Rams fan, so you don't know much about long drives. So we'll cross. We don't need to go there. So that leaves Nashville, Tennessee. You could be a Titans fan. You know, it's a 1-hour flight. You're in Nashville, Country Music Hall of Fame, first pick in the draft. Who's their coach? Do they have a coach yet? No? These are not. Okay, stay with me. We're going to find an option, because what I think the best option probably is just keep being a Rams fan. Because chances are they were your father's or your mother's Los Angeles Rams anyway. It's not like they've been in St. Louis forever. And, guys, now that they're back in LA, added bonus, you can ram it. You can ram it all night. Yeah, that was my jam. Best of luck, St. Louis Rams fans. Hey, at least you guys always have the Cardinals, best fans in baseball. Moving on to teams that are still playing football, we had a great couple days of NFL action this weekend. So much happened. All 4 road teams won for the first time in Wild Card Weekend history, proving once and for all that traveling does not matter. An argument the NBA has been making for years now. But the games themselves were full of some pretty great moments, so I figured we would start the show off with some highlights. Now, I know what you're thinking. In the past, we haven't been able to show any NFL footage because it's so expensive, but my producers assured me that they've come up with a workaround, and I think we should be able to pull this off, which is very exciting. So, okay, let's start with that Redskins-Packers game, because that Deshaun Jackson touchdown that wasn't a touchdown but was so damn close to a touchdown, that was a great clip to watch. When he caught the ball, and then, you know what, why am I even trying to explain it? That's stupid. Let's take a look. What was that? Are they all like this? Or do we just not have enough money to show all? They get better. They get better. Okay. They're saying they get better, so we'll keep going with this segment. Seahawks-Vikings, obviously, the highlight there is that Doug Baldwin catch. You had to see it to believe it. Let's hopefully see it. So, look, I don't want to breeze past the athletic achievements. Producer Garrett, it's all good, and I'm really proud. I just don't think this is. I thought you guys were getting like a discount on footage, so I don't think this is gonna work. It's not working at all. So I'm just gonna read the rest of the highlights. Just don't play the videos. You can show them to me later. I'm sure they're great. But here we go. Okay, so in the Steelers-Bengals game, Martavis Bryant had one of the most ridiculous touchdown catches of the season. He caught the ball with his. Okay, I'm good with this segment. The only other game was Texans-Chiefs, but I left it up to my producers to pick what highlight we would show from that because I don't like any of it. And yeah, so you know what? Let's see how they handled this one. Roll the tape. Sorry, I'm just rechecking those Powerball numbers because I think our show is canceled and I'm gonna need money somehow. So those were the big plays of last weekend, kind of. But if there's one thing we know about sports television, it's that no one gives a shit about the plays. It's all about the storylines. And heading into a weekend of divisional round matchups, we've got tons of storylines. Will the Patriots be healthy enough to outlast the surging Chiefs? Are the Carolina Panthers the new Seattle Seahawks? Is Peyton Manning on HGH? Wait, I'm sorry, I'm not allowed to ask that one. I wasn't supposed to say that. And that's just on TV. This time of year, the hot takes get really hot on sports talk radio. Thank God I don't have to deal with that because I don't have a radio show. Or do I? Let's take a call from Sal from Tenafly.
Hello, la la la. My question's for Craigie. Peyton blows, he's an overrated cheater, and he chokes in the clutch. That's my question.
That's a solid question. And one base and nothing but accuracy.
Yeah.
Peyton is bloated, I think he said. I agree with that.
Yeah.
And overrated, and will certainly choke in the clutch.
Yeah.
Yep, I have to agree.
Yeah, well, so I know the question was for you, but I have to say that I don't think Peyton should be starting over Brock. I think they have a better chance to win behind the Brock Lobster. Let's take our next call. We've got Joey from Brooklyn. Joey, are you there?
Hey guys, first time, long time. Love you, Katie. Hey, Craig. I just think Cam Newton should act like he's been there before. Where I grew up, if you celebrated a touchdown like that, you got beat with a sock full of nickels. I'm just saying.
Is that right?
You sound like you grew up in a hard neighborhood, Joseph.
Yes. I mean, quarters would have been really tough.
Really?
But, Mom,
I don't think you could bring a sock full of nickels onto the football field.
I think you can.
You can?
It just depends where you hide them.
Is that, oh, okay.
Yeah. Like, hey, is that a sock full of nickels or are you just happy to see me?
Yeah.
Could be a sock full of nickels, right? Thank God they're not pennies, because then you'd be embarrassed both ways.
Joey said that
Yeah,
Cam
he
Newton
said
should
something.
act as if he's been there.
That's right. He wants the old school, you score a touchdown, hand the ball to the referee, pretend like it's not fun to score touchdowns, and mock the other team.
Yeah.
Clearly he hasn't been watching football or never played Tecmo Bowl or Madden.
Yeah,
Because the whole point of the
clearly.
game is to mock the opponent when you beat him.
Let's take our next call from Chucky in Yonkers.
Hey guys, who cares that Green Bay beat Washington? Any team in the NFC East would lose to Alabama. Arizona by 100 in this one, right?
Yeah, that's right. That's the spread. It's 99.5.
Is that
so
it?
I'm going to
99.5.
lay it as soon as I get to Vegas.
Smart.
I cross my fingers and hope that works out for me.
Any team in the NFC East would lose to Alabama.
Also not true. But I wonder what Anthony in Bensonhurst has to say.
I'm glad you mentioned that. Let's talk to Anthony from Bensonhurst.
Hey guys, big fan. So if the Knicks were offered LeBron James straight up for Kristaps Porzingis right now, no way the Knicks do that deal, am I right?
No
I'll
way.
hang up now and let you guys discuss. Thank you.
He said, would you trade LeBron James straight up for Porzingis? The Knicks would say no to that. Of course they'd say no to that.
Why?
Porzingis.
Is not as good as LeBron.
Two things you can't teach. Speed, size.
Okay.
That's right.
LeBron has speed and
LeBron
size.
lose another championship. Has Porzingis ever lost an NBA championship?
That is you know what? That's an indisputable fact. He has not.
Who would you build a franchise around? A guy that hasn't lost a championship or a guy that's lost multiple championships?
LeBron.
Yeah?
We're going to take a break too, so stick around, guys. More for you after the break. I think this is going well.
Oh, yeah.
That, of course, was Craig Carton of WFAN. He is also on this week's episode of the Garbage Time Podcast, which will be out tomorrow, so make sure you guys go listen to that. Coming up, I have good news for Blair Walsh, because I feel like he might need it. But first, I don't know if you guys heard, the love of my life, Rob Ryan, has joined his brother Rex as a coach in Buffalo, who are in the AFC East, which is my Patriots division. This causes much internal strife for me, and I'm having trouble deciding exactly how to deal with that. Could I ever be a Bills fan? What do Bills fans do? Tailgate for 8 hours every Sunday? Take football way too seriously? Get drunk all the time? Maybe I already am a Bills fan. Hi guys, welcome back to Garbage Time. As we know, 4 more NFL teams had their season end this weekend, and that can be tough for all the players who really wanted to win the Super Bowl, especially for valiant, brave heroes like J.J. Watt. Luckily for J.J., he had someone special who tried to cheer him up.
Hey, JJ, you and the Texans are fantastic. Just remember one thing. You didn't lose today. I'll tell you why. Because losers stay down. And I know you and the Texans, you always get up. That's why you're winners, and you always will be winners. Hasta la vista, baby.
Aw, that is really, really nice. But just to be clear, JJ, you are a loser, and the Texans are losers. Nice guys, I'm sure. But you did lose, and you are not playing anymore. But I just didn't want you to be confused. But how cool is that, though? You had a bad day, but you're friends with Arnold Schwarzenegger, and he sent you a video to try and cheer you up, seemingly in the middle of dinner or something. A lot of NFL players had bad days this weekend, so what I did, because I'm so kind, I went through their social media accounts, yeah, that's it, I'm kind, not a stalker, to remind them that they have stuff to be happy about as well. So let's look on the bright side of sports. Get it? Oh, yeah. A little music? All right. We're going to start with Vikings kicker Blair Walsh. Blair, you missed the winning field goal in the closing seconds of your game against the Seahawks. Sunday was rough, but look on the bright side. You got to go home to Murph. Murph, your dog. Dogs and hats make everything better. You got to go home to Murph, is what I said. Also, you went to Georgia, and this year you even got to meet Ugga, the dog. You're going to remember that for a long time, and I bet that dog will remember that too. That is great. This is a good song. Just real quick, this is just to be perfectly clear. Just cut the music for a sec. This is not the song you think it is. I know it sounds a lot like that song, but just so we don't get sued, this is the free version of that song, instrumental. It's actually, I think, called Laughing or Smiles, but it's not called what you think it's called. Fire the music back up. Let's keep going. On to Pac-Man Jones. Hey, Pac-Man. After 3.5 quarters of very good football, you got an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty that gave the Steelers a virtual chip shop to win the game. I can't talk today. It's a chip shop. But anyway, Pac-Man, here's the good news. You were backstage at a Snoop Dogg concert this year. The best dog of all the dogs. I bet you didn't get high at all. And also this season, you got to hang out with my dog, Peter Schrager. That's right. You are so lucky. Also, Pac-Man is a fun game to play. You have so much going for you. And finally, Brock Osweiler did a great job for the Broncos while Peyton Manning was injured, helping them get the #1 seed in the AFC. But now, Peyton's feeling better, so Brock has to park his ass on the sideline in a big giant coat this weekend. Not cool. I'm sorry, Brock. But 4 weeks ago, you got to hang out with these hilarious dogs. That one's lying on those pillows like a weirdo. What are you doing, dog? Best of all, your name is Doggone Perfect for song parodies.
That's not Peyton Manning. Who's that tall guy throwing a pass? People think he's handsome. It's a Brock Lobster. Brock Lobster.
All right, stop. Yes, please do stop. But while you're watching the game this weekend and Peyton's getting beat up by the Steelers, don't forget to look on the bright side of sports. Is our production staff, are you guys SAG or AFTRA? You guys are in the show more than I am this week, and I like it. Coming up, I dropped Donald Trump, because, of course, but first, I still can't decide what to do with this whole Rob Ryan in my division thing. Tom Brady or Rob Ryan? How do I choose? They're both so hot, yet so different. Comparing Tom Brady to Rob Ryan is like comparing apples to really fat oranges. Welcome back to Garbage Time, guys. It's time for ad drops. You know, another reason I wouldn't want to be a Chiefs fan is because, like, every time I write my team name, I'd have to do, like, the I before E except after C. But technically, it's after a C, and that would get really confusing for me. First up, I'm going to add this 3-year-old Rams fan who's pretty upset with owner Stan Kroenke.
I don't like it because Stan Kroenke's hurting everybody. He's stealing our Ram games. Now we can't live in St. Louis. Stan Kroenke was being so mean to everybody. Maybe the police and the fireman will put him in jail.
That little girl's name is Anne. Anne Kroenke. It wasn't my best, but I'm gonna keep going. Speaking of rambling children who don't make any sense, I'm gonna drop Donald Trump. Because, well, you know.
Football's become soft. But I looked at it, and I watched yesterday in particular. So many, right? So many flags. The referees, they want to all throw flags so their wife sees them at home. Oh, there's my husband. True. Wow, what a beautiful tackle. 15 yards, that's the game is over. You can't kick a field goal anymore.
That's not how that works. You don't get 15 yards, you can't kick a field goal, and the game now ends running out the clock. Flag. Next, I'm going to add Tom Brady's boxers. Oh, yes. The underpants that Tom Brady wore in his famous cameo in the smash hit Ted 2 can now be yours, except they can't because they're going to be mine. Golden Auctions has opened the bidding on this all-white boxer and t-shirt combo at the bargain price of $2,500. Yep, I am going to add Brady's boxers and then ask him to drop them. What? Just kidding, Mom. And I'm going to drop Packers wide receiver Randall Cobb because on Sunday, after the Packers beat Kirk Cousins and the Redskins, this happened.
Hey, you like that? You like that?
So obviously Randall was mocking Cousins and his catchphrase, "You like that," from this year. Until, wait, oh no, that never happened.
I woke up this morning to see that the video of me saying "you like that" has went viral, and what some are calling a mockery of Kirk Cousins. That was not the case. You know, I sincerely apologize if it came off the wrong way to anyone. I was just channeling my inner Kirk Cousins.
No, Randall. You don't get to moonwalk out of that now. Own it, man. I do not like that. Okay, that's it for ad drop. Coming up, I dance with our Garbage Time Hero of the Week. But first, I think I need to settle this Rob Ryan and the Patriots thing once and for all. Putting Rob and Rex Ryan on the same coaching staff in Buffalo sure is going to win a lot of games. For the Patriots. Welcome back to Garbage Time, guys. Running out of time in the show here, and we still have to crown our Garbage Time Hero of the Week. This week, it's this little guy. it's not that easy to break it down like that in hockey pads. Trust me, I know. Yeah, but we make it look easy and sexy too. Well, no, wait, not the little kid. Let's just run it back and just watch me and the kid break down together. That's right, that's the thing that just happened. That's all the time we have for the show this week, guys. Thanks to Craig Carton and Martavis Bryant, and an early congratulations to Antonio Cromartie, who's having twins against all odds and science. Have a good week, guys. Here's more garbage. What would you guys do if you won the Powerball?
I would quit this job immediately.
I'm still trying to figure out how the name of the show became Katie and Carton. Like, normally, don't you alphabetize a show name?
Never.